Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva. Jayo Narasimhadev, 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 Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhams Parivrajagacharya Stottra Sat. His Divine Grace Abhay Charnarvind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shila Prabhupada ki Nitya Leela Pravishta. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhams Parivrajagacharya Stottra Sat. His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Thakur ki Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन धाम की मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की मायापुर नवदीप धाम की गंगा माई जमुना माई की भक्ति प्रदानी तुलसी महारानी की श्रीमद् भागवतम ग्रंथराज महापुराण की All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Krishnaya Vasudevaya. Devaki Nandanaya Cha. Nanda Gopa Kumaraya. Govindaye Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 23, entitled Devahūti's Lamentation, verse 23. Nimajjyāsmin hrade bhīru, nimajjyāsmin hrade bhīru, vimānam idam āruha, vimānam idam āruha, idam śukla-kṛtaṁ tīrtham, idam śukla-kṛtaṁ tīrtham, āśiṣāṁ yāpakam nṛṇām, āśiṣāṁ yāpakam nṛṇām, nimajjyāsmin hrade bhīru, vimānam idam āruha, idam śukla-kṛtaṁ tīrtham, āśiṣāṁ yāpakam nṛṇām, nimajjyāsmin hrade bhīru, vimānam idam āruha, idam śukla-kṛtaṁ tīrtham, āśiṣāṁ yāpakam nṛṇām. Matajis. Nimajjya, after bathing, asmin, in this, hrade, in the lake, bhīru, O fearful one, vimānam, airplane, idam, this, āruha, ascend, idam, this, śukla-kṛtaṁ, created by Lord Viṣṇu, tīrtham, sacred lake, āśiṣāṁ, the desires, yāpakam, bestowing nṛṇām of human beings. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation. My dear Devahūti, you look very much afraid. First bathe in this lake Bindu Sarovar, created by Lord Viṣṇu Himself, which can grant all the desires of a human being, and then mount this airplane. Purport. It is still the system to go to places of pilgrimage and take a bath in the water there. In Vṛndāvana, the people take baths in the river Yamunā. In other places such as Prayāga, they take baths in the river Ganges. The words tīrtham, āśiṣāṁ, yāpakam refer to the fulfillment of desires by bathing in a place of pilgrimage. Kardama Muni advised his good wife to bathe in Lake Bindu-sarovar so that she could revive the former beauty and luster of her body. Om Gyantimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunditam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Mukam karoti vācālam pangum langhayate grim yat kripātamam vande Shri Gurdīn Taranam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Paramanand Madhavam Vancha kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhu bhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I seek the mercy and blessings of Prabhupada disciples and all senior Vaishnavas sitting here. Hare Krishna. So, this verse is spoken by Kardama Muni, and he is addressing his wife bhīru. Bhīru means terrified one, astonished. Devahūti saw such a huge palatial airplane that she got afraid. Kardama Muni was a saint, he was a Muni performing austerities, and Devahūti was a daughter of a king, daughter of Swayambhu Manu, Adiraj, the first Manu. So she got married to Kardama Muni and then performing austerities only. He was living in a cottage, so she was not used to that cottage life. She was living in palaces. But here, she very happily accepted Kardama Muni as her husband, and then was serving, working day and night for the pleasure of Kardama Muni. So got very skinny. So one day, Kardama Muni took compassion upon her, got pleased with her, and then thought that she is here with me, just serving me day and night. So just took compassion, and then immediately for her pleasure, by his yogic power, siddhis. So he created a very huge city-like airplane. Huge airplane with gardens, with so many ponds, lakes, palaces, so many maidservants also. So when she saw it, she was absolutely perturbed, disturbed, terrified. What had happened? Such a huge thing she had never seen in the past. So that's why the word addressed is bhīru. Then she said, don't worry. This is my natural creation. This I can. And then he said that idam śukla-kṛtaṁ hrade nimajjya. In this sarovar, take bath nicely, and then vimānam āruha, then ride on the airplane, ride on this airplane. This word śukla-kṛtaṁ, tīrtham, is important here. This hrade, this lake, this sarovar, popularly known as Bindu Sarovar, has a connection with Lord Viṣṇu. Kardama Muni was performing austerity and pleased with him, Lord Viṣṇu came and gave him darshan. And after giving him darshan, he was so compassionate towards him. The Lord was so compassionate towards Kardama Muni. And in pleasure, ashrupat happened. Tears shed. And a few drops of those tears fell in that sarovar. The water of the sarovar was filled by Saraswati river, which was flowing nearby, so it was filled. But because of few drops of that water, because of that Bindu is called as drops, Bindu in Sanskrit. So this Sarovar became popular as Bindu Sarovar. So it became a place of pilgrimage. So this is mentioned here by Kardama Muni, that you take bath in this sacred Sarovar and then you ride here in this airplane. This is the context here. The Vedic system actually, bathing at sacred places, bathing at tīrthas is recommended. People are going there for several occasions, on several occasions. Ganges, Yamunā, Kaveri, so many other sacred rivers here. A very beautiful verse is composed by Srila Sanatana Goswami in Bhagavatam as a Mangalacharan. A few verses in Mangalacharan he composed, and one of the words he composed for Yamunā also. Beautiful verse. And here in that verse he mentions the real purpose of bath. He writes there in the Mangalacharan, Jayati tarani putri dharmaraj swasaya kalyati mathuraya sakhyamatyeti gangam murhar daita tat pad padma prasutam vahati cha makarandam nir purachalena. So what is mentioning here is that Jayati tarani putri, Yamunā is Tarani Putri. She is the daughter of sun god. Dharmaraja Swasaya, and she is the sister of Yamarajji. And then Kalayati Mathuraya Sakhyam Murhar Daita. She has made friends with Mathura district. Mathura means it includes the entire Vṛndāvana. And as Murhar Daita, she is beloved of Murhar. Murari is Murhar, it's a name of Krishna. So she is beloved of Krishna, and she has friended with Mathura. And then Atyeti Gangam, it exceeds Ganga. In Varaha Puran, it is mentioned, Lord Varaha says in Varaha Puran, that Yamunā is 100 times more purifying than Ganga. Jiva Goswami Pad quotes it in Srimad Bhagavatam also from Varaha Puran. So the same thing here is mentioned in the Mangalacharan by Sanatana Goswami Pad. Atyeti Gangam, it exceeds Ganga. And then Tat Pad Padma Prasutam emanated, or in a way is touched by the lotus feet of the Lord. Lord is supporting, Lord Krishna is supporting eternally there. And then Vahati cha makarandam neer pura chalena, on the pretext of being a river, she carries the nectar flowing from Lord Krishna's lotus feet. Now here the word makarandam. Makarandam means nectar. Our Acharya says that this nectar is nothing but devotional service. That Mother Yamunā empowers devotional service. Anyone who takes bath there is empowered with bhakti, is empowered with devotional service. Taking bath in rivers has got a very significant purpose. Shastra says, Srimad Bhagavatam quotes a verse, Yasya tīrth buddhi salilam na karhachit janeshu abhigneshu saiv gokhara. One whose intelligence, one whose buddhi is in tīrth, and he thinks that the tīrth, the holy place, the pilgrimage, place of pilgrimage is taking bath, the water is, Srimad Bhagavatam certifies gokhara. They are like cow and asses. So the real purpose is janeshu abhigneshu, to associate with the devotees of the Lord in such places of pilgrimage. That is the prime purpose. So devotional service is basically the prime purpose. It's all right, one can go to the tīrthas and then have bath there, bathe there. But the point is, the main item is to hear from the devotees in those places of pilgrimage. That's the main thing. Devotional service, bhakti, is the prime factor which is flowing behind all these cultures, in all these rituals. Srimad Bhagavatam says in first canto, second chapter, Dharma svanushtita pumsam vishvaksena kathasu ya notpadayet yadiratim shrameva hi kevalam. Shrameva hi kevalam. If by performing all our dharmas, all our occupational duties, no utpadet yadiratim, if one does not get attraction towards what? Vishvaksena kathasu. If one is not getting attraction towards, Vishvaksena means Krishna, Narayan, Vishnu. If one is not getting attracted by the katha of the Lord, shram eva hi kevalam, that is just fruitless labor, useless labor. It's not of much use. All the dharmas should lead to, all the activities should directly, indirectly lead to Vishvaksena kathasu. Ratin Vishvaksena. That is an essential, that's the most important thing, that is the attraction. Sam siddhim haritoshanam, again it is stated in the subsequent verses. The real principle, ata bumbhi duja sreshta varnashram vibhagasa. Whatever activities one is doing in varnam or ashrama or whichever place one is situated in, the prime thing is some siddhi is attained, the perfection is attained only by hari toshanam, only by the pleasure of the Lord. If the Lord is pleased, then the things are perfect. Actually, chanting the holy name of the Lord is considered the topmost devotional service. Topmost devotional service. Devahūti is presently hearing from Kardama Muni, and she will be hearing from her son, Lord Kapila also. From chapter 25, we are presently in chapter 23. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and initially 33. So many details, discussions, knowledge the Lord is giving, imbibing her with so many, beautiful aspects of various knowledge. And ultimately she will be sharing her realization. In the 33rd chapter she is saying, Aho bat shopachato gariyan yajjiva vartate nam tubhyam tepus tapaste juhu susnurarya brahmanuchurnam granhanti yete. Very astonishingly she is saying, Aho bat, even those who are born in the family of dog eaters, if they are chanting the holy names of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If chanting the holy names, then Tepu Tapa, they have performed all the austerities, they have done all the baths in all the tīrtha places, they have done all the yajnas, they have performed all the auspicious activities and all the actions expected from a Arya Purusha, they have all performed. Why? Because chanting the holy name of the Lord. Brahma nṛṇām gṛṇhanti, because they are chanting the holy names of the Lord. If someone is a PhD, he is a doctor, it's implied that he is graduate. It's implied that he has senior secondary or higher secondary. He is passed because he's a PhD. There is no need to ask him whether you are a graduate or not. It's implied that he is graduate also. So, PhD includes graduation. Similarly, chanting the holy names of the Lord includes all these prior things. Taking bath in sacred places, or performing yajnas, performing charity, anything. It's all inclusive. All the rituals, all the other auspicious activities are inclusive. Auspicious activities are on a material platform, and chanting is on a transcendental platform. So it's included. It's also mentioned Yasmret pundri kaksha sa bhaya abhayantar shuchi. One who is chanting, one who is remembering the holy name, one who is remembering the Lord, sa bhaya abhayantara. He is purified internally as well as externally. These tīrthas purifies externally and sometime internally also if it's very auspicious place, but it takes time. It's a gradual process. But Yasmaret Pundrikaksha Sabhaya Bhayantara Shuchi, immediately he is purified. That's why Mahaprabhu says in Shishtastakam, Sarvatma Sanapanam Vijayate Sri Krishna. Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtan. Sarvatma Sanapanam. Inside, outside, full extent, this holy name purifies one. Sarvatma, totally. Sar means complete. Atma, inside, outside, this holy name purifies. Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtan. There is no comparison. That's why we see in the case of Ajamil, Yamadut and Vishnudut Samvad. Vishnudut came and rebuffed, stopped Yamadutas from doing their activity of taking Ajamila. Stopped immediately, and then the discussion continues, started between them, among them. So these Yamadutas they brought their computers and then a big, huge list of sins. He has done this, he has done this, he has done this, another endless list. They didn't know the real religion. The real dharma, they were not aware. Perhaps their master Yamarajji, they were not aware of the real dharma. Vishnuduta told them that by just chanting one name of the Lord, all his sins are eradicated. All his sins are off, finished just by chanting the holy name of the Lord. So that is our process. That is the process which is given to us. And that is the process which we recommend. That's the process which we preach. So if we preach, we don't preach taking bath. We preach, chant the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Once it happened that at the house of Raghunath Das Goswami, his father and his uncle, Hiranya Majumdar and Govardhan Majumdar. So once some Brahmins were sitting there, some discussions was going on. So one Brahmin said that holy name is equal to performing 10,000 Ashwamedh Yajna. 10,000 Ashwamedh Yajna. Some of them got surprised, some of the Brahmins, how it can be possible. One Ashwamedh Yajna needs so much of resources, so much of energy, so much of arrangements. And he's saying 10,000 Ashwamedh Yajna. Looks difficult, impossible. So the matter was brought to Hardas Thakur, Namacharya Hardas Thakur. He was staying there in the house of, at that time in the house of Majumdas, the father of Raghunath Das Goswami. So the matter was brought for his opinion that this Brahman has said that the holy name is equal to 10,000 Ashwamedh Yajna. And there is some differences. Some of Brahmins are saying it's not possible. This is too much. Comparison is really huge. Namacharya Hardas Thakur smiled and he said that this Brahman who has uttered that holy name is equal to 10,000 Ashwamedh Yajna, he has committed offense. He has committed aparadh. Because forget 10,000, 1 million, 1 billion. Holy name cannot be compared to any amount of auspicious and ritual activities. That is the potency of the holy name. Cannot be compared even by 1 million, 1 billion such Ashwamedh Yajna. Because the platform is different. All auspicious activities are on material platform and the holy name is on the spiritual platform. These things cannot be equated. There is no possibility. So he has committed an aparadh. He said he has committed an aparadh. The result by performing the spiritual activity, the result by performing the devotional activity, the result by performing or chanting the holy name or hearing Nam, Gun, Lila, in the association devotee is always positive. Whereas the auspicious activities can even result negatively also. Sometimes it happens. We see in Srimad Bhagavatam there is a narration of Maharaj Nriga. He performed huge pious activities. Shastra says that it can't be compared even to the grains of sand on earth. So much of pious activities, so much of dan, so much of such things he has done. But once, just because of one small discrepancy, he has to become a lizard. You can't compare the kind of auspicious activity, religious activity he has performed, but the small discrepancy resulted in becoming a lizard. So, the formula, the principal practice that our acharyas are given is association of devotees, chanting the holy name, Nam, Roop, Gun, Leela of the Lord. This is our process. And this is what actually Yudhishthira Maharaj told Vidur also. Tīrthi kurvanti tīrthāni. That you are purifying the tīrthas. Vidura came to Hastinapur after performing tīrthas. And then when he came there, immediately everyone bowed, and the Yudhishthira Maharaj also. But the first thing he says that you are carrying the Lord within your heart. You are carrying the Lord within your heart. That's why you are competent to purify even the tīrthas. Mother Ganges was not descending to earth, fearing that I'll be totally contaminated by those people, those sinful people, they will be washing off their sins within me. So what I will do? I'll be totally contaminated. So I need to have some solution for this. And then Maharaj Bhagirath says, don't worry. Don't worry. The devotees of the Lord will take bath in you, and this way they will wipe off your contamination. So this cannot be our process. This cannot be our process because our process is differently situated. So association of devotees is the main thing. Devotional service is the main thing. We don't recommend taking bath. Okay, if you want to take it, but we don't recommend. Our recommendation, our preaching, our culture, our teaching is chant the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Our process is associated with devotees. Hear from senior devotees, pure devotees. Hear the Naam, Roop, Gun, Leela of the Lord. That is our process. Because this is the one which purifies. This is the one which makes us eligible. Go back home, back to Godhead. All the auspicious rituals can at the most give us higher births, better enjoyment. But this formula which our acharyas have given takes us back home, back to Godhead. Śrīla Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam Grantharaj Mahapurana ki. Any question, any comments?
Hare Krishna, dear Prabhu.
Hare.
I want to thank you for giving such a clear, transcendental message in this class. I find it unique and refreshing that you zero in on the difference between taking bath in sacred waters and chanting the holy names, because sometimes we don't realize, as you gave that measurement, 10,000 times greater than the effects of an nimajjya. And that's wrong.
That's right.
We don't realize until we're realized. But thank you for pointing that clear message to us. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Maharaj. Thank you.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you. It's not what you meant, but from your words, someone may conclude that taking bath in Ganga or Yamunā or Radhakund is in the category of a material, pious activity at best, and I'm sure that's not what you mean, because it may not have the same power, and this is what we believe, but the activity itself is bhakti, is devotional service. After all, Rupa Goswami instructs all of us in Upadeshamrita to bathe in Radhakund. It's a direct verse, direct Sanskrit is there. I have a small question, Prabhu. Given that today is the appearance of Gopal Bhatt Goswami, or the appearance of Ramachandra Kaviraj, or the disappearance of Ramachandra Kaviraj and Gopal Bhatt Goswami, I was wondering if you feel inspired to, for the few minutes that we have left, if you could say a few words on these personalities for our benefit.
Okay. First, to answer your question, like I was glorifying the Mangalacharan from Bharat Bhagavatamrtam, where the word came nectar. So that nectar is devotional service. Sanatana Goswami Pad is glorifying Yamunā because of this word. Because the Yamunā is say, Patrani of the Lord. All the pastimes of the Lord, happened. Most of the pastimes happened. So had touch of. So it gives bhakti. Okay. So the main thing is that parag, that nectar that we get. Same is the case with Radhakund. Same is the case with Ganga. But Narottam Das Thakur says, Gangara parashaile paschate pavan. Darshane pavitra karo e tumar gun. He is addressing for the Vaishnavas that Gangara parash haile paschati pavan. It takes time. Gradually it purifies. But Darshane pavitra karo e tumara gun. And the darshan from a devotee is from here. We don't see the pure devotees from our eyes. We see the pure devotees from ears. So a deeper meaning of darshane pavitra karo e tumara gun means that definitely by seeing, but more importantly by seeing from the ears. So Narottam Das Thakur, our prominent Acharya, also has certified this thing that it takes time because it's a gradual process. And association of devotees, hearing from them is an instant process. So this is always at the top. Always at the top. Any other question relating to the class? Then I can find some time and do something. Yes.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Beautiful class. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 3, Srila Prabhupada in her purport explained that in the west bank of the Ganges is actually Mother Yamunā flowing in that side.
Yeah.
And in the east side, which is Mayapur, is the Ganges. So if anyone cannot go to Vṛndāvana, he can easily go to Navadvip and bathe in the Yamunā. There we go, sample.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Because at Prayāga, at Allahabad, if you go, you can very clearly, in a crystal way, you can see that both the rivers are coming. One is little black and one is not that black. You can very clearly distinguish between the two waters. So then it flows like that. So that's why on the one side is Yamunā and one side is Ganga. Thank you, Mataji. Thanks a lot.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for your class. Prabhu, I have a question. You mentioned that austere activities are on the material platform, while the holy name, chanting the holy name, is on the spiritual platform. But how can we see this? Because things like performing Ekadashi or other activities that we do in our sadhana bhajan, that's how can we see this as material or spiritual then?
The point is that there are two things. One is austerity on the platform of body, and one is austerity on the platform of soul. Ekadashi is the austerity on the platform of soul. It is done purely for the purpose of pleasing the Lord. There is no other objective. If someone is doing Ekadashi to reduce the weight or to do some other physical, adjustment, he has not understood the purpose. So Ekadashi is devotional service. And any other austerity which nowadays we see, 16 hours, 8 hours within the window of 8 hours you eat and 16 hours you, all these things are basically on physical platform. Ekadashi you cannot equate with that kind of things. Ekadashi is purely for, and Ekadashi also, along with increasing your rounds of chanting. We recommend instead of minimum 16 rounds, we chant minimum 25 rounds. Don't just move much on Ekadashi day. Don't take up journeys unnecessarily. Sit down. Eat less so that your consciousness is more diverted towards, associating with the Lord. Upavas. Upvas. Up means near and vas means stay. Ekadashi Upavas is to stay near the Lord. Ekadashi Upavas is meant to bring us closer to the Lord. Whom? To bring closer to the body? To bring us closer to the Lord. So this kind of austerity is not austerity. This kind of austerity is devotional service. But other physical austerities are not recommended. In comparison to the soul, in comparison to this, We don't recommend that. Okay, you have to maintain your body. What we call it as yukta vairagya. Our principle is not detachment. Our principle is not just, keep your body. No, we need energy to work for Krishna. We need energy for work for Prabhupada. We have to distribute, we have to do chanting, we have to do street kirtan, we have to preach. We need energy. Yes, we need energy. Mahaprabhu, akant bhari bhojan kari. Akant till the neck, you should then work for Krishna. If you're working this way for Krishna, this is million times better austerity than not eating it. Is it okay?
Thank you, Prabhu. I have one more question.
Yes.
You mentioned in the starting of the class that taking a bath in lakes or sacred rivers is included in action, in everything. So what about...
No. Chanting the holy name includes all auspicious activity. Like I told, PhD includes graduation. PhD includes post-graduation. So chanting of the holy name, this is confirmed at a couple of places. Once in 3rd canto Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Vṛndāvana also mentions this thing to, I think in 15th chapter of the 3rd canto, if I am not wrong, maybe 16th chapter. Lord Vṛndāvana is also saying the same thing, that chanting my name, as Mother Devahūti was saying in the 33rd chapter of 3rd canto. Similarly, Lord Vṛndāvana, I don't remember, maybe 14, 15, 16, some of this chapter, he is saying that chanting my name includes all other ritualistic activities. It is inclusive. So chanting is inclusive of all other, taking bath, performing charity, or doing any other austerity. Is it fine?
Yes, thank you so much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Mataji is there, please. There.
Hare Krishna, thank you for such a wonderful class. And I was just remembering that verse in the Gita Mahatmya that Prabhupada quotes, I think, in the introduction to his Bhagavad Gita, that one has to take bath many times in the Ganges to get purified, but one who takes bath once in the sacred text of the Bhagavad Gita.
That's right.
So much.
That's right. That's right, Mataji. Thank you. Thanks for adding it wonderfully. Thank you.
Thank you, Maharaj, for the class. So ask you about the difference between chanting and chanting the name of the Lord.
Keep it a little away from your mouth, it will be better. Keep it
Yeah.
away. Yeah.
Yeah. Please, I wanted to know the difference between chanting the holy name and chanting the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Are they in the same level of spirituality progress? There is any difference, please let we know.
So your question is chanting the holy name and chanting Maha Mantra. Yes. This is your difference. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Good. Maha Mantra is also the holy name. So holy name is included in Maha Mantra. But the best part is that for the Kali Yuga, in Kali Santran Upanishad, this name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is the recommended chanting which is prescribed there in that Shastra. So we follow that, number one. Secondly, Chaitanya, Radha Krishna nahi anya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he gave us this mantra. When Lord Himself comes, Shastras are the vibrations of the Lord. The vibrations of the Lord is saying this mantra, and Lord Himself came with this Golokera Prem Dhan, and he said, this is the mantra you have to chant. So we don't have any other option, because the Lord Himself is stating it very vehemently, and the Shastras mentions, our Acharyas has mentioned it, the Parampara is mentioning it, because this is maximum result oriented. Shastra says 1,000 name of Vishnu is equal to 3 names of Ram. Ram, Ram, Rameti, Rame, Rame, Manorame, Sahasra Nam, Tat Tulyam Ram Nam Varanane. Lord Shiva is telling to Mother Parvati, she just out of inquisitiveness, she asked that, you just told me 1,000 names of Vishnu. Kenopi laguna upayena, is there any shorter way? 1,000 is a big number, is there any shorter way? Keno upayen laguna, any smaller way we can say, yes, Ram, Ram, Ram iti. Just chant 3 names of Ram is equal to 1,000 names of Vishnu. Now Vishnu is also a name, and Ram is also a name, and Lord Shiva, who is Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu, topmost devotee, he is saying, equate 3 to 1,000. There is a potency involved in that. And when Lord Himself comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. This is the Yug mantra, this is the Tarak mantra. This is the real mantra. Is it okay? So we chant Maha mantra. Yes.
Thank you very much for the class. You mentioned the glory of the holy names, and we also hear, Prabhu, that holy name is on 3 levels, like Namaprad, Namabhas, and then Suddhanam. And also Kapil Muni, he is going to describe the 3 levels, devotional service in 3 modes. So which holy name has this potency which we mentioned, and how to reach that?
Okay. The point is, first of all, the Naam is always Shuddh. We can never pollute or contaminate the holy name. Do we have the potency to contaminate the Lord? Who has that potency, that power to contaminate the Lord? What is contaminated is the heart from where this holy name is coming. So it is basically due to the place from where the holy name, the effect is there, which is mentioned as aparad yukta nam, or namabhas, or shuddha nam. So your question, which of the holy name? Holy name is the same. It's not different. The holy name is same. But because of the contamination of the heart, initially the potency is not realized, it's not felt. This is what the difference is. So the difference is in respect to the inner situation, that's contaminated or pure. If the holy name is emanating from the pure heart, one holy name is good enough to take us back home, back to Godhead. Śrīla Prabhupada ki. One more question I can take, then okay, Mataji. It's getting 9. Yes.
Thank you very much
please.
for this beautiful lecture. You were mentioning how important it is to have association with devotees, means to hear from devotees. And I know many people who seem to be serious.
Closer to your mouth, if you can.
Who seem to be serious, but somehow they don't have the taste on hearing. So how would you try to convince them?
If your question is that those who are good at many things, including preaching, doing good katha, but they are not serious in chanting the holy names, this is what you're saying?
In listening to devotees.
Those are good in
hearing from
hearing.
devotees.
Okay, in hearing. Those are good in hearing katha, etc. They don't have taste for hearing, means hearing katha or hearing the holy name. They don't have the taste for hearing katha. Now what is your question then?
How would you try to convince them to have association with devotees in that sense.
Okay. Now I got it. The point is that it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, if one doesn't have the taste for katha, in the first canto, second chapter, I don't remember, verse number 15, 16, somewhere it is mentioned. It's not a big deal, it's not a big problem. The medicine is provided, the aushad is provided there. Suta Goswami says there, if you don't have the taste for hearing katha, that ruchi is not, coming up, then punya tīrtha nishevanāt. Punya tīrtha nishevanāt, by serving the devotees of the Lord, you will naturally get taste for hearing the katha. Punya tīrtha nishevanāt. Anyone remembers how this word starts? Sushusha shraddha-dhanasya vasudeva katha ruchi syat mahat sevaya vipra punya tīrtha nishevanāt. Vasudeva katha ruchi, if you don't have the taste, that ruchi in the katha, the medicine is serve the devotees. Why? What is the connection? If someone asks, what is the connection? If you serve the devotee, you will be getting the ruchi in seva. How? By serving the devotee, you are getting ruchi in katha. Our Acharya says, because there is a direct connection. The Lord is sitting in the heart of the devotees. If you serve them, the mercy of the Lord will directly emanate for you. That's a simple process. That's why Prabhupada says in that 18th verse of that chapter, second chapter of first canto, Bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtaki. By serving the Bhagavatas, once bhakti becomes naishtaki, full of nishtha. Nishtha means beyond anartha nivritti. One can easily reach at the nishtha stage. Ādau shraddha, sadhu sangha, bhajan kriya, anartha nivritti, then nishtha. Bhakti bhavati naishtaki means one immediately transcends the platform of anartha nivritti and reaches the nishtha. How? By these two things. By serving Srimad Bhagavatam and by serving Bhagavatas, the devotees of the Lord. So it is potent, very potent. If it doesn't have taste, serve the devotees, the taste will come. Okay? Srimad Bhagavatam Grantaraj Mahapuran ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki, Śīla Prabhupada ki, Nitai